see you, Yirmi. So good to have you.
Hey.
So let's talk about Yirmi Berzon and TCS Telecom, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Tell me a couple lines about yourself on a personal level, when you came to Israel, how long you've been here, how many kids do you have, where you live, and then I want to go and jump into how did you start TCS? How was it born?
Okay, so literally quickly in a 30-second elevator pitch.
Right.
I was actually born in Israel, lived there my whole life. My parents are American, made Aliyah in 1969.
I did not know you were born here.
Yeah,
Wow.
born here, born and bred. I'm the first Jerusalemite, the first Yerushalmi in the family. My parents moved to Jerusalem in 1972. They came 69 to Netanya, and then 72 to Jerusalem.
Wow.
I grew up here. I went to elementary school, high school, Hesder, did the army. I was a combat medic. Got married, live in Ramat Beit Shemesh Aleph, in the Nachal Alexander area, in the Sun Gardens. I was happily, Baruch Hashem, married, at least on my side, to my lovely wife Rivka. We have 7 children.
She feels the same.
I hope. I have 7 children, ranging from the ages of 23 to 7. My eldest is just finished the Hesder Yeshiva in Har Bracha. He was a gunner in a Merkava Arba in the armor division in the Shirion. And the rest of my kids, thank God, are growing up and going on their way, Shul Lumi, high school, etc. We started, my brother and I actually started TCS in 1999, which was a spin-off of a company called Talk and Save, which is a model of pretty much taking care of SIM cards today and cell phones and everything that a tourist needs coming to Israel or a student coming to Israel for the year or for 2 or for 3. And of course, the programs we take care of everything. That TCS came out of a necessity where we realized that the incumbents, right, literally the big monopolies of Bezek, Hot, Cellcom, etc., did not know how to deal with the with the Anglo-speaking community and the the Francophones, the French-speaking community.
Right.
Anybody that got accustomed to dealing with a company that not just spoke your language. Let's take English as an example. Not just spoke English, but thought in English, meaning that they were able to think, process in English, and when a customer calls up, to understand what the customer is expecting on a customer service level. So TCS was able to come and leverage the fact that we are enterprise strategic clients of all of the telcos in Israel, right? All of the telecommunication companies in Israel. If it's Hot, if it's Bezek, if it's Cellcom, if it's Bezek Ben-Leumi, if it's Partner, we are strategic, enterprise customers. And I'm able to leverage that to be able to give a service level that does not exist in the market at all, I guarantee you. But more importantly, to give it to the English speakers, the Anglos, the Olim, and even veteran Olim that have been here for 30 or 40 years use our services.
Right.
So because we are able to give that extra, business-like, let's call it, service for a fraction of the price. We are a bit more expensive than the market, but we give a service that doesn't exist, literally doesn't exist.
Right. I know that for myself. Right. I know that for myself. I use TCS, but before I get to that, I just want to ask you also, because just to go back a little bit, how do you get to the service providers, the bigger service providers, and then how does that trickle down to the customer for better pricing, walk me through how that might work.
So I'll say it as it is. So I'll say how it is. Literally, they don't say no to us. Meaning, if you call and you have a technical issue and you're a regular retail customer to Hot or to Bezek, they'll say, okay, great, we'll work out. Let's get a technical technician to you. And then I say, okay, so we can only schedule you in 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. But that doesn't happen. Usually we have day to day, if not worst case scenarios, day to the next day manner. We're available, by the way, 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. for customer, besides technical service, of course, but customer service, if you have a billing question, whatever it may be. So all that stuff together, coupled together, right, brings a, I'd like to say, first of all, a better product, which is very important because the product is very important. And more importantly than the better product, we wrap it up in a service level that is needed for people, again, not just for people running businesses from their homes or from their offices. We also offer business services, but for people that that just want to make sure that their internet at home is working seamlessly and that they don't want to get a call from their family members that in the middle of the workday, listen, Donnie, the internet's not working. What should I do? And then call Bezek, wait on hold for 45 minutes to try to speak usually Hebrew, which is one of the gaps. There's a lingual gap, a language gap, right? And there's also a mentality gap, which is very, very large. And we try to bridge both those gaps together.
Okay. Well, you guys do a great job. I can tell you firsthand. I've been living in my house for just over 3 years now. And even as a renter, I came in and you guys hardwired my house right away. You got us with the mesh deco system. And, there's always going to be an issue with the internet and the phones. And I think the service is really what sets you guys apart is, yeah, I may be paying a tiny bit more, but it's totally worth it for the service that I'm getting. You're just a WhatsApp, a phone call away, and the guy is either in my house or talking to me, and it's super. And that's what brings us to this interview today. And that's why I'm proud to present to my connections and what you're doing. And hopefully people, as they're making aliyah, I always tell people you need X, Y, and Z, and you need to call Yirmi Berzon and TCS for all your internet needs. Just to let you know, I think we've already been on for a while already. I just want to wrap it up. If you could tell the listeners one success story that TCS, how you really, I could tell you my story, but I want to hear from you how TCS helped a new Ola. Two things I want to ask you: how you helped a new Ola family come and set up their internet needs in a seamless process, and by the way, their cell phone needs as well. It's not just internet at home, but you also offer SIM cards, which is super helpful as well. My wife is in America now, and she's using your service to have her Israeli number in America, and all the transferring, and that's also seamless. And then I want to just explain to me also what type of packages you offer. If you could, give us the elevator pitch on that. Your last 30-second elevator pitch lasted about 3-4 minutes. So let's see how this goes.
Okay. Well, it lasts that long because I'm very literally passionate, and I really feel that we're doing it.
I totally get it.
My team is doing. It's not me. It's my team is doing a very good job by working very hard by also fixing process and make sure the process by us is always getting better for the customer. There was a family that made aliyah, that happened to be that they were, without giving too many details, they were crippled, unfortunately, and they had some special needs children, and they were grappling with setting up of certain things. And I went out to the house actually 3 times personally. We did not charge for it, of course. Making sure everything was set up, and the most rewarding thing at the end of the day was that the gentleman, the father of the home, came over to me and said, "Yirmi, I have to tell you that it's a game changer. Finally, my kids, special needs kids also in the family, were able to come and have seamless Wi-Fi and internet in the house, and they're able to do their therapies on Zoom and different things that they're doing. And I don't need to worry about it and try to go up and down the steps when I'm unfortunately not doing well myself." That was a very rewarding thank you. And we do this. We help these olim come literally just transition in, and not just, again, I want to phrase this, not just olim, also olim vatikim, people have been here for many years, and Israelis. We have Israelis that are regular customers of ours also, because they realize they're able, total Israelis that don't speak a word of English, Donnie, I'm not kidding you, that don't speak a word of English. And they work with us, and because he says, I get a level of service that I can't get anywhere. He says, my day's hectic enough that I have to spend 45 minutes on the phone with a hot technical support, that even though they speak maybe Hebrew, okay, because sometimes they're outsourced to different areas,
right?
But they don't understand, and they don't deal with us. They say there's no problem with it. It's not just hot, it's bad. It's always the runaround, and we are avoiding the runaround. And we literally tackle it on head, and we take responsibility and accountability for what's going on, et cetera. The packages that we offer, like you said, pretty much everything. On the retail level, we offer SIM cards with and without internet, kosher SIM cards, non-kosher SIM cards, your roaming packages, We offer home phone. We offer home internet. Doesn't matter if it's fiber or not fiber. By the way, the beauty of the way we work on the retail level is that, like, you could decide, and you've experienced it yourself, Donnie. Like, you don't need to buy a bundle from a certain company, from let's say Cellcom, and get stuck with their SIM cards that you don't have reception in certain areas for you, but and the TV doesn't work so great. Like, we're able to mix and match to give you, let's say the best internet in your home is Bezic. You'll get Bezic, but the best reception where you need is Hot Mobile. So we'll give you a Hot Mobile SIM card. But the TV that your family likes watching TV, they want a yes box. So we're able to come and create that bundle. By the way, when we do that, we're even cheaper than if you would buy them separately by the three companies, and you don't have to deal with three companies. You just deal with us, which is wonderful. On the business level, we offer symmetrical data, line fiber lines, these high, 1 gig, 200 meg, whatever you guys want for your offices. And we're able to couple it all into one bill, one charge, which makes it easy on an accounting level, makes it easy on an operational level, and especially in the hybrid, people working from home, and you have workers that, team members at home are working. You don't want to hear from them that, okay, my internet's down, I can't work today, I'm sorry. As opposed to be able to, being the company that's taking care of it, you're as a company taking care of the internet, and you're able to come and service it right away. So we're able to give that even to companies in Israel, to give that strategic support level, and not going to tier 1 support, but going to tier 2 and tier 3 right away, literally to what we call the NOC, the NOC, the network of communications, if you're having an issue. And we deal with these things and we solve the problems, and we're very creative in making sure that the customer gets everything that they need, and the fastest, and again, with the best possible, and with a smile, and with a todah and a thank you, and being a mensch, which is the most important thing.
100%. You guys do a great job. I know for myself, everybody in my family, I think, has hot SIM cards. I have a Pelephone for whatever reason, and having one bill is amazing. Let's close. Yirmi, it's amazing to have you. What's the best way for people to reach you before they make an aliyah? If they're already in Israel, what's the best way for people to reach out to TCS and get the services?
I would say go straight to our website, www.tcsisrael.com, okay? Or reach out to me on my LinkedIn. You're more than welcome to. And again, I'll help you even if you don't use my services. It's fine. Really, ask any questions you may have. I might tell you our services are not for you or are for you, and I will push you in the direction that you need to be. It's not about TCS per se. It's more about making sure that everybody has that seamless landing, and try to help as many people as possible.
Fantastic. Yirmi, thank you for coming on today. Really appreciate it. I know you definitely added value to the viewers, and have a wonderful day.
Thank you very much. Take care. Shabbat shalom.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.